Hey everyone, welcome back to Snap Curios. Today, we're diving into the story of a woman who shook the foundations of ancient China, Zetian. She's the only female emperor in Chinese history, and her rise to power wasn't just groundbreaking. It was fierce, complex, and full of intrigue. Zetian was born into a noble family in 624 AD during the Tang dynasty. Her upbringing was anything but ordinary for a woman of that time. Raised in a wealthy and well-connected family, Wu was given the rare privilege of education. Her father, Wu Shihuo, was a high-ranking official and encouraged her intellectual growth, an unusual opportunity for women in that era. Wu studied literature, history, politics, and even music. This strong foundation in education would later prove essential as she navigated her way through the male-dominated world of Chinese imperial politics. She was also known for her assertiveness and independence from a young age, reportedly questioning and engaging in discussions on political matters with male relatives. At just 14, she entered the court of Emperor Taizong as a concubine. But Wu wasn't just another court lady. She distinguished herself through her intelligence and boldness, standing out in a palace full of rivals. After Emperor Taizong's death, Wu was expected to become a Buddhist nun, as was tradition for concubines without children. However, Wu wasn't ready to fade into obscurity. She managed to catch the eye of Taizong's son, the new Emperor Gaozong, during a visit to the convent. Wu's charm, wit, and strategic thinking led Gaozong to take her back to court, defying tradition and setting her on a path to becoming empress. Once back at court, Wu Zetian's rise was swift but calculated. After Gaozong married her as his second wife, she wasted no time securing her position by eliminating rivals. Most notably, she orchestrated the downfall of the first wife, the Empress Wang, by accusing her of the murder of her infant daughter, a crime she likely did not commit, but for which Wu provided compelling evidence. This move paved the way for Wu to become the official empress in 655. But Wu Zetian's ambition didn't stop there. When Gaozong's health deteriorated, she quickly took over the day-to-day governance of the empire. Wu Zetian essentially ruled from behind the throne, and when Gaozong died in 683, she became even more dominant, ruling through her sons. Her eldest son, Emperor Zhongzong, tried to assert independence, but Wu had him deposed, exiled, and replaced with her younger son, Ruizong, who was much more pliant to her influence. Even Ruizong, however, was merely a puppet, and in 690, Wu Zetian declared herself emperor, formally establishing the Zhou dynasty and becoming the first and only woman to rule China in her own name. Her rule was marked by both progressive reforms and ruthless methods. She expanded China's borders, promoted capable officials based on merit through reforms in the imperial examination system, and supported Buddhism, which flourished under her patronage. On the flip side, she was also known for her brutal tactics to eliminate any threat to her power, including purging officials, relatives, and even her own children when necessary. Some sources suggest that she may have orchestrated the deaths of family members to prevent challenges to her authority. Wu Zetian's legacy remains complex. She was a pioneer who shattered gender norms and left a significant mark on Chinese history, but her ruthless pursuit of power has led some historians to portray her as a tyrant. After her death in 705, her successors tried to erase her from history, destroying statues and removing her name from official records. Yet her achievements and rule cannot be forgotten. Today, she's remembered as one of China's most powerful and controversial leaders.